So I've been one of those folks that have tried to help institutions and organizations understand anti-Indigenous bias and racism. And what I had found in the committees that I was a part of was that it was tokenism. It wasn't something that they were developing meaningful systemic policy changes in order to create and have effective change. And so I wanted to point this one out because great reporting by the CBC as usual. They did this work of finding out who was a part of the 2S LGBTQ advisory for AHS. And in it, they are very clear they were not advised. And so, I just find that that's what these colonial governments do. They create committees that they have no intention of really listening to the people there. They have no intention of implementing any policies or creating any substantial changes so that we see less 2S and, I guess, transphobia and homophobia in this case. So, it's just, if you are part of an equity seeking group, I strongly advise you to know that you are going into the belly of the beast. The moment you say no, you're not wanted. They, depending on what type of committee, like I made the mistake of trying to help justice, because that is I think where most of the colonial trauma is coming from. But they have no business, no interest in changing. So they find token natives to do their bidding and not make any substantial changes, and then use us for photo ops. But the moment you say no, everything goes downhill. So, and I'm just saying this to the other equity deserving groups, because chances are there's going to be a social worker or a lawyer or someone pretending to care. They can pay you for, information, but just know these volunteer committees, they have no intention of doing any positivity. I mean, how many committees and reports have been struck over decades now when it comes to education, the CBE alone, no meaningful changes whatsoever, and no safe space for Indigenous people. In fact, the opposite. They're like, here's a report that says all BIPOC and QT BIPOC are scared as hell as the police. What are we going to do? Support the police and have student resource officers everywhere we possibly can. Like it's insulting at this point. So yeah, take care of yourself and do a lot of self-care. They try to tell you that, it's for the greater good. It's not. It's never. Because I guarantee you, there was someone before you that they mistreated that likely has some kind of complex post-traumatic stress disorder from their experience of trying to help these people. So if there's some free committee, know that the chances of meaningful change are pretty much close to nothing. And they're only doing that to really shut you up.